Memorial Stadium in Indianapolis. It's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 4. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
It was so interesting in the run-up to the draft to talk with different scouts. I got one to tell me that in his notes he wrote down, Mayfield, brash, happy-go-lucky, plays the same way, barely restrained improv act that frustrates opponents and sometimes his own coaches, but produces plenty of highlights. What do you think of that?
Check, 180! Check, watch 54, watch 54. Come on, you better bring it.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. To throw, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Single.
Third and long for Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Oh, yeah, boy. Oh, yeah.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Mayfield off the play fake. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Set. 180. Mike 51. Okay, double up. What's up? Mike 51. What's up?
First down, Mayfield.
Here we go.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
180.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We got three down.
Throwing, Mayfield. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indy set to go on offense once more. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. On 3rd down, Meadows. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Set. 180.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Mike 51.
On 3rd down, Mayfield looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Being chased out left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
You ran into a brick wall, baby. You ran into a brick wall, baby.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Rip right, rip right. Mike 51, Mike 51.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
Cannot do that.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Hot it! Lights 59. Lights 59. Go!
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
On 2nd down now, Meadows, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Look at the spin. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st down, Meadows, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Now a give, right side. Meadows. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Baker Mayfield with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got him down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Uses the spin. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
Set, 20. Fresno.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Ready,
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The extra point up and good, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin out in Houston, and that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Good work, boy. Hey, go home, boy. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And to give this time to the tailback. Shifts past him at the 45. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check. 58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. Set up. All day.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
I see you. Mike 28. Mike.
Mayfield.
Keep it up.
Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike's 59. Go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up on 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from.
Hey.
Outside at all. That allows you to run.
Shit. How do I do this?
A little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now from Colts territory, here's a
Oh, there we
first
go.
and 10.
Boy, your team out here on some, they on some shit, boy.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a
They're
loss
killing me.
of 3 yards on first down.
Yeah. Oh, my damn, those are ugly.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third.
These niggas got an indoor pool?
Play right here, third
Get
and
the
10.
fuck out of Dodge.
Pressure here.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away.
Bruh, they don't ever just want to get close enough to get a field goal. They just want to stay right there where we're going to punt it.
Excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
These niggas.
Jaguars send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just
These shits look
outside
nice as a
the 20-yard
bitch.
line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. They'll run on first down. Meadows, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. At the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game.
Please, man, we need some type of turnaround out this bitch.
Give him 4 yards there.
Fuck are these, Riverland? Oh, they only got 2 big.
They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Fuck, is this the same team?
On third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is
But
fourth and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive
Yes.
smiles on its face.
No.
I know it sounds crazy.
God damn it.
For this, back in training
Roughing the
camp,
passer.
they knew they'd be in
Yes.
situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Good shit. Way to get a fucking stop.
Was closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take
Nah, this neighborhood look like death.
downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get
Nope.
ready to go.
Shot.
Their defense was able to
I'm gonna get shot as soon as I walk outside.
But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive.
I've seen these before.
Relatively quick manner. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
These niggas ain't got nothing available.
But able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive going for 14. And
Oh, they do got something available.
first down. Now a shotgun snap.
$200 deposit. Shot. We gonna get shot out here. I don't even care.
crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We gotta keep playing, man.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not
Come on, y'all.
Not at all. And now you're
We taking too long to get on the board.
question.
If we're gonna get on the board, we need to get on the goddamn board.
You can't have those kind of plays.
Yes, sir, Chip.
end of
Get to the red zone, killer.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars
This is a good game.
within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked
Yeah, I kind of
about
like these.
by
I'm gonna
sea,
send a
you
message.
know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Yeah, you bet. I'm out to see the Jeter.
Field.
Hold on, what the fuck?
Gonna air one out. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that
Oh yeah, see these shits don't look bad. Is this what I just sent them?
The thought process there, they connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense
I
vulnerable.
just sent one to them, didn't I?
Bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time they were ready for it.
Alright,
good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself.
yeah, these shits kind of nice.
Sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs. And they
Come on, we need to stop, cuz.
throw the ball there.
On first down. Meadows.
Holding. Bring that bitch back. And he ran that motherfucker all the way to the tippy top, too. I'm tired of your running back. I'm ready to.
On the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Thank God we needed that bitch. Because that shit was going to piss me off for the rest of the day.
1st and 20 now after
And they just gave up and let that man run like that. Come on, man. Let me get a pick. Let me get a pick.
Mayfield to
Let me get a Baker Mayfield pick. Fumble! Damn it.
more pressure and a Jaguar sack. And on that one, the
Yeah, I like these. These are nice.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins.
Yeah, those are cool.
An offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman.
Ain't no patio?
Essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get
Oh
low
shit, it ain't no patio.
so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Man, hit
and he's able to break out of one
this
tackle.
nigga, man.
Quickly brought
Oh,
down.
the goddamn y'all, he got on y'all boys today.
Starting point.
Y'all be ashamed of yourselves.
This is 3rd and long. From the
Get his ass.
Mayfield.
Oh, that's a pick, Ramel.
It's there. It's knocked away.
Pick that shit.
Complete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
That's a good ass game, though.
Frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this
I was
out.
flying in the rain.
Football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Jacksonville back.
And good, I love it when you scream my name.
Defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit.
Oh, good
And
D,
take a
boy.
4th quarter lead. And the tip there on to
Come on, Mike.
incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
We need to at least get field goal range. At least. Man, block this nigga, yo. That's a pick. Oh, God. Somebody need to block that nigga. Who is this nigga, man?
Pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Man, block somebody. What are y'all?
He's got the hook up. It's complete.
Man, come on, we gotta go for it. We gotta go for it.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
They gotta block somebody, man. Come on, let me get 5 downs. Let me get 5 downs unlike everybody else. Watch this nigga coming on in. Good fucking throw, boy. All we gotta do is block that man and we can have some time to throw. That nigga there is a dog. Look at him. Block that nigga. Damn. Please block that man. Good shit, good.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Come on, block this man. Boy, you snuck that in there. It's a throw right there. That's a throw. Come on. Why you, yes sir! Woo. Get out, Violet. Get out. Just run it. Just run it. Why are we throwing the ball? Man, just run that bitch, dog. That's all you had to do. Yes, did you push forward? Little Rose injured. You got you give you give Baker time to bomb me up with all these timeouts. So he should have ran the goddamn ball.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock as another field goal?
And if we ain't running in, take the kick.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense,
Damn, boy.
you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you.
You be blowing the bag.
Play the best defense and not make it easy for him to move the ball downfield.
Yeah, boy, it was tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Mayfield. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They want to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here, but it's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team
Oh yeah, these actually look nice.
scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score.
Right now, today.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now
going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
I'm about to say, this nigga is a dog. He just stopped and bombed that bitch.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going
Ah!
or no one was. That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take
Late
over.
one night.
The Jaguars getting set to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back
In
over.
the hood with the
All they
Willis.
need is a field
Come on,
goal
throw
to
it,
win
boy.
the game. An excellent job by the defense.
Can't break one person.
Finish things off.
And part 1 is done, now part 2. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd.
But I know he's right.
Playing a quarterback
When I know how to shoot.
and some moxie, you're into the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
Damn it, boy. Stay. It was in. Like, all he had to do was stay in and go up.
so much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Let's get higher. Let's get higher.
They'll run on 1st down. Meadows, and he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Oh, come on, man.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
Now a give right side.
Oh, that's a touchdown. Okay.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows, and he'll be down right around the 47 this time.
Okay, show me like I hit the lottery.
On 1st down, Meadows, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield now from the 50. And watch
Damn
him,
it.
hits right side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
It's supposed to be 81 degrees tomorrow. I'm upset.
To throw, Mayfield. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows, and he'll be dropped.
Yeah, we lost.
After a pickup of
It was a good game, though.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
That's all we had to do when we blew the bag.
The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
It was a good game. I'm pissed.
We were just treated to an absolute
Motherfucker.
dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime.
Hey, that was a good game.
It doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about.
Motherfucker. Damn it. I mean, I better not have a frustrated receiver. That nigga got the ball all game.